There was this guy named Mitch who was going to a university in Louisiana. There was a girl in his class named Kayla, and he loved this girl. He wanted to date her more than anything. He tried several times, but she wasn't that interested. Eventually, she did kind of acquiesce and say, "Okay, let's go on a date." They hit it off, graduated, and after graduation they got married. By 2006, Mitch and Kayla had bought their dream home in Louisiana, and they welcomed their first child, a daughter. 2 years later, which puts us in 2009, they had their son. Mitch is at this little dream home watching football. As he's watching the game, there's this lamp, and for some reason the lamp itself is blurry. He thinks, "Okay, I don't know what this is about." But at some point the lamp is turned upside down. Mitch looks at it and thinks, "There are huge problems here. Something is wrong. I might be having some sort of medical emergency." That night, Kayla comes home and sees her husband sitting on the couch, absolutely focused on this lamp and not breaking out of his trance. Kayla grabs the phone and calls the doctor. Eventually, he opens his eyes and looks around. He's on the ground in broad daylight, surrounded by a sea of people looking at him. He's not at his house anymore. The crowd looks like college kids. He looks for his wife and children, but he can't see them. As he yells for them, a police officer charges through the circle, lifts Mitch up, and runs with him toward the police car. Mitch keeps asking, "Where are my wife and kids? What's going on?" The officer says, "Sir, you just hit your head. I'm bringing you to the hospital." Mitch was a senior in college. He had been tackled by a football player, hit his head on the ground, and was unconscious for about 10 seconds. In those 10 seconds, his brain constructed an entire life: a wife, children, a house, and the white picket fence. None of it existed. He never had a wife. He never had children. They weren't real. Yet he had to grieve the loss of people who had never existed, and it wrecked his life. He later wrote a huge Reddit post, an Ask Me Anything, where he tried to explain what it was like to have essentially lost his entire family, even though they had never existed.